Yes. It's Thursday, guys. How are we doing? How are you? Are you having a good week? Fucking hope so. I've done enough of these live feeds now for you to be hopefully living a better life, building your state of mind. And today we're going to do a little bit of a live feed that might trigger you. It might, you might be able to relate to it. You might think that's a bit harsh, but I generally don't give a fuck because it's the truth. Because it is the truth, and we must face the truth before we move forwards. So let's talk about why you're unhappy. And I was thinking about some of the times when I was unhappy within my own life, and I think the first real moment I felt unhappy was when I was in Afghanistan, and we were living over there, and I was really down, I was really depressed, upset, unhappy, and that was because I was obviously away from my daughter at the time and my wife at the time. Morning, guys, morning, everyone. And I was just deeply unhappy. And I literally couldn't wait to get home and leave the military. That was my mindset. And was it the military's fault that I was unhappy? Of course it wasn't. It wasn't the military's fault that they sent me to Afghan, that they put me in an environment where I was unhappy. I was unhappy because I chose that way of life. I was unhappy because I wanted to join the Royal Marines. And the reality of the Royal Marines is that you go to Afghan. You put your life on the line, you're away from home. That made me unhappy. It was my own fault. I put myself in that position. So you think about anything you're going through right now and you being unhappy by the things you can't control. Okay, you put yourself in those positions where you're unhappy. If you are fat and overweight, guess what? You're unhappy. But did God make you that way? If there is a God or whatever? No, you made yourself that way because you neglected yourself along the way somewhere. Were you unhappy with work and what you do? Is it their fault? No, it's yours. You chose that career. You chose that path. You made those decisions. Do you know what I mean? Another time that I was quite unhappy is when I worked at my local college. So when I left the military, I went straight from the military, straight to teaching at a college. And fuck me, that was miserable. The only thing that got me through are some of the people that were there who became friends of mine. But the job, fuck, I hate the job. I hate fucking snivelling little shits that are 16 to 18 year olds that don't appreciate what they had. Okay, they don't appreciate their education. They were fucking horrible. It was a very unhappy time. But was that their fault? Was that my fault? It was my fault. I chose that job. I was in that job. I decided to remain there until I set up my own business. Okay. Are you unhappy in a relationship? Okay. And if you are unhappy in a relationship, okay, why are you unhappy in a relationship? You might turn around and say, well, it's not me, it's the other person, which is so common. It's not me, it's them. You're unhappy because you decided to put yourself in that position. Maybe you decided that you weren't happy, so you wouldn't put the effort into the relationship. So it's not the relationship it used to be. People grow and evolve. But whether you're happy or unhappy is totally your responsibility. It's totally your fault. Look at people that do 6 to 8 week programs. Okay, let's take health. Look at people that do 6 to 8 week programs. And I've been talking a lot about this week. And I have experienced, and I chat to a lot of other people in the same industry as me. And a lot of the times, they will turn around and say, well, this program didn't work for me. you know, it just didn't work, you know, what they wanted you to do and how I was meant to do it. And I think to myself, it wasn't the problem that failed, okay? It wasn't the problem that failed, it was fucking you. You are the problem, not the program. You're not prepared to adapt your routine, your habits, your lifestyle, your structure to follow the program. Because the program doesn't meet your every need, therefore you can't be bothered to go through with it and try to gain some results and lose a little bit of weight. Like 6 to 8 week programs are mainly you following out a workout, following some form of food plan, and hopefully having some form of accountability. And what you have to do is follow that. Any program, our program in the Brotherhood, it's not a 6 to 8 week program, it's a life program. So you're doing this for life, because it takes almost a year just to figure out fucking your habits, your routines and your mindsets. And you get to that point and you're allowed to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But if the guys are not making it work by putting the effort in, it's not the program. The fucking program's amazing. And that's not me being big-headed at all. The program is fucking amazing. There's over 100 people in there. You've got literally every tool that you need to be in the Brotherhood. Everything you'd fucking need. You've got 2 dedicated coaches that are looking after everyone. You've got accountability buddies. You've got workouts. You've got calorie tracking. You've got accountability. You get a phone call with me. But if they don't get through it, if they then suddenly go, I can't commit to this, or I've got something else, it's just an excuse. Because they can't fucking adapt to it. It's too hard. It's too difficult. But it will be some excuse that will take you away, and again is going to make you unhappy. The minute you don't have structure in your life, it makes you unhappy. Structure makes people happy. It makes them have fulfillment. But nobody likes doing the hard work to get the results. Nobody likes putting in the effort. Because to make a relationship work, you have to make it work, right? You have to fucking make effort. Buy flowers, date night. Telling somebody they look good, going out on a family day. Making an effort. You might not like your job, but you might as well work your fucking socks off and try and get promoted. Or you might fucking get your CV out there and start applying to 10 to 20 different jobs that you don't like, or maybe set up your own business. But that's hard work, right? That's fucking hard work. There's nothing sexy about it. There's nothing beautiful about it. You're going to have to work your arse off to get there. But are you prepared to? Or are you going to stay unhappy? You know, your own personal development, learning. That fucking numpty reading just like the first 3 to 4 pages of my book and then throwing it in the bin. What a douchebag. Like, the guy is not prepared to help himself by reading the book, letting it sink in, absorbing it, and trying to take maybe one thing away from the book to improve his happiness. That kid, whoever it was, will be unhappy for the rest of his life because he is searching for a magic pill. And it might be quite hard to hear it, but when you bring it back, when you bring everything back to the root cause of why you are unhappy, it's because of the decisions that you are making, have made, or are about to make. It's nobody else's fault that you are unhappy. It's yours, because you're in control of every decision that you make, every emotion that comes your way into your brain. Everything that you say, every action that you take, all dictates to your path. That's why you must learn to take control. Fucking take control. Stop blaming others. Stop blaming external factors. Oh, my boss is a cock. Yeah, you're a cock for being in that job if he is a cock. Oh, the program just doesn't work. No, you are just not making it work. Oh, my wife's been a nightmare. More than likely, you are being a nightmare. And when you accept responsibility and you raise your self-awareness and you go, yep, I am the problem, I need to fucking change. My core values, principles, foundations need to change. I need to work hard at this. I think some people think the perfect life is on a pedestal, and by the way, there is no perfect life. Perfect is the worst emotion ever. But when you get to a state of happiness, then you're winning. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you're listening on the podcast, please do leave a review. Scroll down. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Comment down below as well. Please do share this video if you're watching as well. And if you haven't got yourself on the fucking 7-day trial in the Brotherhood, sort your shit out and get on there. You're going to see exactly what I mean about having everything you need to take your life to the next level. Not bullshitting you. You either want to be a part of it or you don't. Really, really is down to you and your decision. I hope you have a great day. Catch you soon.